Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons, where we're playing D&D in my basement as per our tradition. I'm Samantha, your DM, and over here we have our players, Dusty playing Clay, Josh playing Doric, Adler playing Thalia, and Jacob playing Pantheo. Our recap is going to be in character today, because last time, when they all got to Baldur's Gate, Pantheo did not want to go into Baldur's Gate. He was just done with the whole Taiga bullshit. It was like, I don't even want to go into the town. I don't want to see any of these.
I actually just hate the city.
Yeah. So you ended up going around the city. When you had to go over the river, you just desummoned your steed. Wild beast-shaped flew over the river and then met them on the north side.
Oh, I can't fly.
Okay, well, you beast-shaped into something.
I can swim.
Okay,
A
let's do that.
fish or a frog or something.
Yeah, probably an otter.
Oh, okay. So
You just earned inspiration by the DM.
I like to just mention one of my favorite
It was
things.
intentional.
So you waited most of the day outside with Reggie for the others to join you on the north side of Baldur's Gate, and when they come out of town, they are going to tell you everything that happened in Baldur's Gate. To re-explain, we know we have to go to Waterdeep to investigate Yellowcrest Manor to see about the murders, where the bodies are. You were stopping in Baldur's Gate for something. Shopping? You guys went shopping?
Yeah. We also had to go through Baldur's Gate anyway to get to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
You guys were in there for a long time.
And Clay accidentally stumbled upon our next freaking story point.
Alright, so
Sorry.
So in character, so Pantheo says you guys were in there a long time and you get to explain what kept you.
Etmar and Paxil are gone.
Like on vacation?
No, like kidnapped. Gone.
Against their will vacation.
Okay.
The cult.
So.
In Lufkin?
Luskin.
That's right.
That's
Also Pantheo, it's been a while. Howdy.
rather unfortunate.
And Matilda is now in charge of an orphanage.
Ugh, I fucking hate that bitch.
And also her family.
How is she supposed to take care of kids when she acts like a child?
Found out that she was potentially... Didn't you inferred about it?
Did I infer something?
Was it you? Or was
It might have
like
been
him?
So before
I
Baldur's
don't-
Gate, you guys knew that she was going to Baldur's Gate to reunite with her family.
Yes.
You also knew on the other side of that her family was possibly tricking her into stealing her body. But you also know that the cult doesn't steal bodies. It kills nobles and takes their identities. So you didn't know if, one, she would join the cult and take over someone else's identity, or if they would, like, kill her and use her as a slave. Like, you didn't know what was going to happen. So, going into this conversation, you can explain to Pantheo what actually happened.
So what happened was she ended up being somewhat pivotal in driving the cult out of Baldur's Gate. And now she ended up being sort of a big name in the city, and the heir to her family's fortune, and all that sort of thing.
So, do you remember when the ball happened?
Scarlia.
The man who they had shown who had transformed.
Oh. Yeah.
The girl that was dating him. Clay's sex hooker.
Oh, Scarlia.
girlfriend.
She's an ass lady.
Yes.
So,
I'm sorry, I can never remember her name.
Yeah,
She's so boring.
But Lily's friend Scarlia was actually Matilda's sister.
Yes.
What happened to Belil? Is she still alive?
Yeah, she's with.
She's in Vertolite.
Yeah.
So
With
Didn't even
With-
see her
with-
there.
with Lumiere, Green, and but no, Belield's doing a great job. She's doing great things. She's being phenomenal.
So
Did she break up with you?
No.
the
Yeah, it sounds
I
kind
went-
of.
no,
fin-
I went-
there's a finality in your voice.
No, I actually went and checked on her sister and everything, make sure she was okay.
You were with her sister now?
I didn't. No.
So that
I
one
didn't
lady.
think you were a player.
Do you remember that one lady who was disguising herself? What was her name?
Valor.
Yeah.
Yularian.
Yularian.
Yularian and Valor.
And Valor. We found out that Valor is not actually a tiefling.
Yeah, okay, so let's remind
Wait,
you about...
from the other, quest people?
No,
yes,
he was
this
the,
one.
From Candlekeep.
The bounty hunters that you met and
Yeah, no, he's with the other group.
Not the tiefling, no. Not with that group. Different group.
Okay.
This is the one who had Book who came to life.
And was hanging out with Yularian when they gave you...
He was hanging on the roof at one point,
Who knew about the seal.
Yeah.
So it turns out they are Leonin.
This is a lot of information.
I know, I'm so
A
sorry.
lot of fucking shit happened in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't like the city.
The only people who are left from the cult in the city are Beliald's Scarlia's boyfriend.
Boyfriend, yeah.
Beliald's friend.
And
Beliald's
Tyga.
friend's boyfriend.
And your sister.
They're remaining right now because
It's funny, I don't have a sister anymore. I just have a bitch.
His name is Clay.
Also,
Sorry.
so
More. Oh, sorry. No, his bitch is Gumbo. That's right.
yeah.
Gumbo dresses like Doric. I almost said Gumbo was Pantheos, but no, Gumbo dresses like Doric, not Pantheos.
So, yeah.
So the cult is only staying in the city, those few members, because the city does not have the ability to detect soul transfer with their magic. Once they do, they're going to, try them and execute them and so on and so forth. So they're looking for that.
Well,
do we have...
Actually, Scarlia's boyfriend, if he is proven to not be soul switched, he'll actually be released.
But they're not soul switched, they just have their memories.
Also,
They don't have their memories at all, even. They're just pretending.
Oh yeah, they just kind of learned their lives, so they're not. That's gonna lead nowhere.
so there was also something else that we learned about that boyfriend. So when Matillery came back to Baldur's Gate, that boyfriend was outed as an offender, as
The reason she
an
left.
S-offender.
The reason she left her family originally for Candlekeep is because she was sexually assaulted by this man.
Who is Scarlia's boyfriend.
So if in fact they prove that it's not Scarlia's boyfriend's soul in that Lynx's body, he'll actually be released for killing a rapist. He'll be released as doing civilians arrest or whatever, military arrest of an offender. So this cultist will actually get to walk free if it's proven that he is not.
I feel like he should also be arrested though for impersonation of a noble.
That's a good point.
That's a very good point.
But apparently he already had some kind of military ranking before switching, so that's why he's gonna get away with more than normal.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Did
things
not
that
know
happened.
that she went through so much.
Yep.
Yeah, she never told anybody.
I've kind of been a tool to her.
It's fine, she's a bitch.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So anyway, so the reason they know all this is show you all these papers that they found or they explain all these papers that they found on the bulletin boards. It just to summarize for you when you go through them, it explains that Matillery has, as the new heir to her estate, started several new projects. One, because the orphanage was emptied by the cult, she's using the orphanage as a dormitory for animaloid people to learn skilled trades, as paid for by her. The second thing she's doing is she's outlawing animal abuse and actually benefiting companies that take care of the rats in the area because the rats can smell the plague. So she is using the druids to tame the wild rats in the town to help keep the plague out of Baldur's Gate. So one, she's advocating for animals. Two, she's helping diversify skilled trades. 3, she broke down the cult and kicked them out. 4, she has an orphaned tabaxi that she's taking care of right now as well.
I don't think we learned that part.
You saw the little black cat
Yeah.
that was following her around with a basket.
Oh yeah.
So, also, They needed somebody to do some sort of spell or something.
Yes,
right?
they had signs asking for a red gem to be turned in. And all of you were like, that looks familiar. And you did not out Doric at all for having this gem. You found out that the reason they need it is because they need a magic official to use the gem to test if souls have been transferred or not.
And that's where Clay mentioned,
Well,
why don't
Ettenmeyer
we
could
just
do
try
that.
to use Ettenmeyer? And then Yularian was like, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, that's who we're looking for. So on top of needing that gem, they need Ettenmeyer back in the city so that they can have him test if souls have been transferred or not.
And then Clay was happy because he said something right that was helpful, even though Ettenmeyer was gone.
So, go ahead.
We went to Ettenmeyer's, his lair, his wizard's lair. I don't know why I called it that. We went to his place.
It's okay.
And
That's what you call
It
your
does
bedroom.
It does seem very.
Thalia's lair.
It does seem very.
wizard's lair.
It does seem very lair-like.
yeah, so we found in his library that some books were stolen regarding soul transfer, regarding the creation of like permanent ritual circles and that sort of thing. So we believe that the cult has brought him to Luskin to build some kind of permanent ritual circle at their base. So we don't think he's dead or in danger, so to speak. We just think he's captured and potentially working some magic for them.
And Doric is very vulnerable right now because he tried sending to Paxley and he got no response multiple times.
But Valor, the Leonin, who's also a victim of the cult.
This is a lot of.
I'm so sorry, I didn't realize how much it was. Valor, who is also the victim of the cult, just like you two are, said, yeah, but there's a lead basement at the cult building, the orphanage where you guys were raised.
Oh,
So
you know what'd be
that's why
really
you
cool?
can't raise
I'm sorry.
Paxley. I would like to hear it.
A lead mine used by anti-magic
Oh, that's a nice concept.
as a prison.
I wouldn't be as a prison. I wouldn't be surprised if the what is it called, the Red Wizards of Thay or something,
Yeah.
if they
Yeah.
have like a lead mine. But anyway, sorry. So I know it was a lot. Basically, Matillery did a bunch of good shit, but you're welcome to still hate her. Yularian, was leading.
Yeah,
the
I'm supposed to
investigation.
hate someone who is doing a lot of public outreach and has a traumatized past.
Yo,
You're allowed. It's
Doric
a free
does.
country.
the more you know.
Not really.
The more you
I
know.
was really tempted to lick your hand there.
And you now know that
You wouldn't want
in
I
order
got
to
five last
fully, permanently out
time.
the cult from Baldur's Gate and possibly other cities, you need the soul gem that Doric has, and you need Ettenmeyer and trusted official to use it.
Also, Ettenmeyer stuff, because we did open a safe. I didn't steal. I grabbed it so that way whenever we do find Ettenmeyer, we can just be like, hey, here's the things that you need.
His scrolls, his wand,
scrolls, his
gems.
diamond, stuff like that.
Right. It was not theft, and no court of law will convict us.
Yes, and the reason that we know that it was not theft is Doric is still with us.
Yeah, because his contract won't let him steal.
Otherwise, it goes straight to hell.
Which Doric totally forgot about, by the way.
That's why I said Doric shouldn't be the one taking the shit out of the safe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That you guys have been through a lot in approximately
6
look at
hours.
the 6 hours. I just got high with a turtle. That's all I did. Really nice guy. He's out to sea now. I'm worried. I gave him some pretty intense rooms. He just started wandering in the middle of our conversation.
Before I'm 35, I'm not sure.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Clay is what, 20?
They're already 36 though.
Clay is 21.
I've offered them to you before.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm so sorry, Pantheo. You guys talked about this. So you guys are traveling.
This
You're
is
all just
crazy.
telling Pantheo all this stuff over
Claire.
campfires.
Clay looks like Zac Efron.
Oh my god.
He does, though.
You mean current Zac Efron?
Not current. Not current.
Okay.
I thought he kind of looked like Owen Wilson.
Look
I
like
see it.
like in Night
Zac
at the
Efron
Museum.
plus Owen Wilson equals.
Zach
Cl-
Wilson.
Okay, so I do have on screen the map. I know it's really tiny, but you're essentially going from
Zoin.
Baldur's Gate down at the bottom to Waterdeep up at the top. We figured out last time that it's with the Elven Forest Walker, it's a 13-day journey because it travels 20 hours a day. You guys just sleep in the hammocks at night.
So fine.
Oh, the other thing they did at Baldur's Gate is they bought materials
I got you.
so that Doric could use fabricate to build your hammocks out of rope, and then build, it looks like a covered wagon just set on top of Reginald. Oh, shoot. I was going to say when you desummon Reginald, the wagon would just hit the ground, but I think because you got it from essentially a wish spell, you got it from the deck of many things, I will argue that your covered wagon is now connected to the construct and goes with it.
So if that's how we're doing it, what if somebody's left on and it goes back to the construct? Does that person
They'll
become
just
the
pop out.
They don't turn into like a little Owen Wilson or the little Spartan warrior from Night Museum?
Like you're asking in character, yes.
Can I do it so in a way that the box that is the bottom of this covered wagon looks like metal feathers of the wings?
Oh, that's fun.
That would be so freaking cool. That would, if you're cool with that, Reginald. And that being said, the wagon's not affixed to him. It can always be taken off whenever you want.
You don't need my consent. You need Reginald's. Reginald, is that okay?
As you wish, my lord.
Samantha, do you know what pops in my head, like, anytime Reginald is mentioned? The tandem psychic warrior elephant.
Oh
from
my
Adventure
God.
Time.
Oh my god.
You didn't even have to finish the sentence. Those of us who are
Just
obsessed with
tandem
Tandem.
yeah, as soon as any of us who are obsessed with Adventure Time, we're like, yep, I mean it immediately. Yep,
Well, and how you talk is Reginald as well.
it's like the tandem
Yeah.
psychic war elephant. Okay.
As you wish.
Then we started traveling for
You-
a few days.
Yeah, and every single day you traveled, Mr. Thousand Eyes here.
We kicked the crap out of werewolves.
Yeah,
A
Mr.
bunch
Thousand
of
Eyes was like, we're being
I
followed.
remember that. I had some good quips.
Yeah, no, seriously, we were going to fill you in on what Pantheo did without you. I'm so sorry, Jacob.
Sorry.
So every day that you traveled, 2 more werewolves would show up. And eventually you essentially were always being followed by 8. And the 2 that were always following you from the beginning got too exhausted, they had to stop. And then 2 more got too exhausted and they had to stop. So
we can-
essentially,
It's almost like we have an Elven Forest Walker.
yeah. So you ended up fighting 8 werewolves, 4 of which were exhausted.
Dummies.
So we just tried to play as your character and did okay. We did okay.
If you smoke, then you're good.
We did a transformation into a mushroom-shaped something, and
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah,
We
that's
did
all
it.
you need.
If you're a mushroom cowboy sending out spore smites, then you played my character.
Although we never did your saving throw.
No, we didn't.
I should just go.
I'm so sorry.
I think I'm done now.
So, we left off. You had just fought all these werewolves, and one of them was tied up, and you were interrogating him. And this is when Pantheo, Claytheo, was being sassy and bitchy to my
Yeah.
werewolves.
And then I slit his throat.
But anyway,
So,
would you tell
multiple times?
Would you tell me what you remember that was said? What you learned from these werewolves?
They were on orders from the wolf.
From the wolf, and they were mentioning the
goddess.
deity
The god,
that they
yeah.
worship.
So these people,
Zomoka.
these
Zomoka,
humanoid
that's what
people, Pantheo, these humanoid people transformed into lycanthropes in honor of Zomoka. So because they did not soul swap into an animal body, they instead turned their own bodies into animal bodies through lycanthropy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And Sir Boris the wolf has sent these werewolves off to try to kill you on your road to Waterdeep.
Got it.
So this is about where we need all of your help, all 4 of you. You now know that werewolves are watching the road, trying to kill you.
And Clay also knows the real
And they
now.
specifically started following you when they noticed Doric. They were told to look for a white lion and a robe of eyes. So for the rest of your journey, you have 5 days left of your journey. What do? Do you hide Doric? Do you have him out in the open? Do the moment you see more werewolves, you just start picking them off? What is the plan for the rest of your journey?
I think we should kill them.
I also think we should kill them.
Lycanthropy is a disease That's all I have to say on
Oh.
the matter.
Well, to be fair, I didn't kill any of them. I just thought they were led astray. They were led like they.
Clayton, you killed multiple of them.
I didn't
know-
actually kill them.
You just
know
took
what I
their life
would
force
like
out of
to
their
do?
body.
Yes, exactly. I just soul
That
sucked.
kills people, Clay.
I have a solution. I have a solution.
Carl!
We could kill them.
Well, I didn't know that.
Clay!
Sorry.
Or-
That kills
In character.
Thalia, go ahead.
Poor Thalia. In character, poor Thalia is trying to talk, and these two tall cats and this man are just talking over her.
All I'm saying is, if I cast polymorph on them and turn them into wolves, they'll get what they want, being wolves. We'll get what we want, which is them not killing us anymore.
Being murderers.
And we'll be able to go on our way without having killed anyone.
If you polymorph, wouldn't you just want to turn them into, like, a frog?
Well, that's not quite as satisfying, is it? Because
wonder
they're
what-
werewolves.
I wonder what would happen if you
They can
polymorph-
already turn into wolves.
But they won't be able to turn back now. And they'll just think they're normal wolves, too.
But what
They'll
happens?
just go off and do wolf
And they'll
things.
just be like, oh,
Is that how the spell works?
It is.
That's
What-
terrifying.
what happens-
It's horrible.
That's a horrifying spell.
It's evil, yeah.
So what happens if you polymorph someone into, say, worm,
Uh-huh.
and then I
Will you
take
still love me if I'm polymorphed into a worm?
No.
and then I take said worm and eat it.
Ew.
Well, you would eat a worm.
I think that's
I know.
cannibalism.
No.
it's not. It's not.
But like when you get damaged in polymorph, you turn back. So
That's wild shape.
no, it's polymorph.
no.
I
Well,
knew
let's
nothing of
Let me
the
see.
spell.
Let me check my spell book.
That smells so good.
The study of.
do you want some apple? He's good.
It's
Oh,
good.
I thought you were talking about food.
Oh my
You
God.
said apple.
I
I
want
was like,
that. I really want to make a TikTok. Apple? No, thank you.
He's
good. Well, okay, and then show someone crashed out and fucking throwing up.
Or just show the guy falling out of the trailer.
Oh, Leahy.
yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. So it does
We got
once
great
it
TikTok
once it
ideas.
dies or drops to 0 hit points, turn back to its normal form.
So if
Unless
it's,
Clay punches it, then he takes.
I think
his
unless
health.
it's. No, is
Takes
it
life
like
force.
greater polymorph where
True
if
polymorph.
It's
true
right,
polymorph.
There we go. Thank
right.
you.
and if it stays there for like the full duration, then it stays like that.
You
Which is
have
an
to turn him
absolute-
into an animal.
Which
Can
is an
you do a
absolutely
boot?
worthless
It has
magic
to
card.
be.
True polymorph can be on animate objects. Polymorph has to be animals.
Thank you.
It
I'm
can be
glad the
any
DM doesn't
beast. Yes. So the mental ability scores are the same, but it keeps its
So-
alignment and personality. So they would still be evil wolves. So my plan doesn't work.
No wait, doesn't the mental change? No.
The mental stats change, so they become
They become stupid.
but they're still evil and have the same personality.
I wanna say, So Dusty himself does not drink that much, but Clay is always drunk.
What?
When we play.
What?
I'm kidding. You're always
Oh.
playing. You always just drink a little bit when we play. So in my head, I've been like, Clay has been steadily drinking every day. And our friends
Very
are starting to
cowboy
get
coded.
worried.
It's just our
Yeah.
perception hasn't been high
He's,
enough.
he's enjoying it until he gets to level 10.
Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's okay. I can't drink anymore.
But here's
Also, when
You
I
also
did
can't
my
get high.
yeah, I know when I did the mushrooms with the turtle earlier, I didn't get high at all.
Oh, that's tragic.
Well, you could have
for
just
you.
taken off the 2 and B's.
It's not that. It's my holy enmity as being a paladin.
I like to think that, like,
Apparently, a pure life is a holy one.
I wish that you could, like, still get inebriated without the damage. Like, if it, like, just does enough that you're not damaging
I
your
think
body.
I think you can, because the whole thing with it is like the divine health is like divine magic flowing through you to make you immune to disease. I think as like
I don't
a
think-
spellcaster, you have a modicum of control over the magic in your body. So if you wanted to get high and drunk, you could. But I also think it's funny to like drink a shit ton and
Way
just
of the
get
drunken
mad.
monk.
'cause you
Yeah, I
can.
was literally just going to say that. The Drunken Master.
Oh!
How does that work?
Exactly.
Yeah, good
because
point.
because it's
No,
not,
you're definitely able to still get
yeah,
drunk
it's
then.
not a special, like, what is it, monastic tradition. It's not, that is what, it's not that That would give
So
you
obviously
the
monks still can get
purified
drunk if that
poison or
even
whatever.
exists.
Mm.
You guys
Yeah.
are making really good points. We're doing a lot of philosophy
Yeah,
today.
no, that-
So
D&D's philosophy.
Welcome to our podcast.
So getting drunk is not a
Yes.
disease.
The drunken
right?
monk.
It's not a
It's,
toxic.
see,
it's
It's
just
not a
something
poison.
that afflicts you in some way. It's
I
like
can-
a status effect.
Well,
I
you could
see.
have something that's like flavor.
And this
text
also this is
affecting
immune to
you.
disease. Alcohol's not a disease. I can get
Right.
fucked up
Well,
and high all
it's
I want.
immune
What
to
about
poison.
alcoholism?
No, this is immune to disease.
I know,
for my
but-
health.
Immune to poison is what makes it so you can't.
But
Well,
here's
yeah.
my question.
And here's my thing is like, so, okay.
What about
You know how there's
alcoholism?
stuff that's like,
That's a disease.
per the game, you are affected. But then there's stuff that's like
So is autism.
flavor text. Like, I could have a character punch you,
Cookies?
I'm
and,
immune to autism.
but you're not actually taking any.
Yes!
You're not actually taking any damage. Do you know what I mean?
also
I could be like,
Yeah.
this character slaps you, and you'd be like, well, in the game I can dodge it. I'm like, yeah, but it's not in the game doing any damage. It's
narrative.
just flavor text.
Yeah.
So I feel like what they're saying is, flavor textually you can get drunk, but in the game you don't get the condition of drunk.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's
That
not
makes
like we're
no
sitting
sense.
here being solo leveling.
Alright, you guys. Anyway, you have 5 days left. The plan is just to kill werewolves as you see them.
Yes, yes.
I'm just
absolutely.
gonna. I'm
Murder,
gonna be
murder.
sitting out with my robe of eyes on, with my armor on when necessary.
And Clay's gonna be looking the other way whenever death happens. Because he's still still getting used to
I
it.
mean, yeah, they're trying to kill you, but
I'll throw all kinds of fireballs if I see a werewolf.
Clay'll throw hands.
Panthea just pulls
Sorry.
out a gun and sits on a rocking chair.
Oh my gosh! Wait. Can we get some ropes and tie one of those ropes chairs underneath the legs of the
Swing
horse
back and
walker?
forth, holding a crossbow.
Oh, one of the swinging benches.
you do whatever you want. I'm fine.
Yeah, you can fabricate it.
Clay absolutely wants to be on the swinging bench as well as
Okay.
co-captain because I could spider.
It could be like those where you're facing 2 different directions but next to each other.
Yeah.
And every time we swing past each other, Clay just says howdy to Panthea. Howdy. Howdy.
I will fabricate that.
Your weird
dorks.
junk house traveling down the road.
We just gave it truck nuts.
Oh, no.
Ha! Walker nuts.
Is it on the right spot?
This was the greatest card I've ever pulled.
We are
What?
making the most cursed Baba Yaga house.
Hold on. Let's ask Reginald how he feels about his pair.
I'm not gonna ask him.
Okay, never mind.
So you guys,
He has no choice in this
I don't
matter.
think we want to know if he likes it, honestly.
I am fine with this.
I enjoyed this quite actually.
Whatever you like, master.
I wanted to say that
Sorry.
when you do on day 9 come across more werewolves, they're super wary. You notice that they notice
There's no werewolves.
there's no other
So there's
werewolves.
super werewolves?
Yes, wary werewolves.
So dumb.
Sorry, because you said they're super wary.
So they don't really get within 500 feet of you after they notice there are no other werewolves.
Oh, come on, closer.
They actually seem to run off. And most of them do that, but the 2 on day 10 do end up getting close enough that you could shoot a long-range spell off at them. It's like they've decided that they want to follow you anyway.
Oh, also Panthea, we all leveled up from last episode.
No, we didn't. Damn it.
I'm going to suggest to the group I think we should,
Have us all be at the same level.
no, let them, I'm much more experienced than you are, in multiple ways.
I've lived another life.
I've fucked more people than
Wait, you can talk
fucked
about
in
it now?
multiple lives.
What?
You can talk
A
about it now?
little bit, now that you guys know from,
It's not entire. Like I mean,
he can't
Bits and
talk about all the
pieces.
details, but
Yeah.
now that you know from, what is his name? Lefarius.
yeah.
So, I will suggest we should let these werewolves follow us at distance to see how many more they can draw in.
Okay, well, on day 11, there's 2 more, you're at 4.
I think I know how to take care of these guys.
If you can come back and give me some
What are you gonna do?
apple.
You can always just pull a card.
You could ask
This is
Thalia
why.
to do some divine readings on the cards.
This is why
Oh, do some
we were
wheeler
told.
wobble.
if
Um,
we had
day 12, they're up to 6 werewolves. And again, they're not shaped as werewolves when you find them. They're just people. But you know now what they are.
Yes.
You trying to have a cookout?
So at that
So they know you know now.
I mean, at that point, we have six of them. How far away are they?
They like to keep their distance, but with the 6 of them, they're in a circle around you at about 150 feet each. They sometimes get as close as 100 feet each.
I would like to suggest, can we stop the walker?
Well, yeah, and you stop it 4 times a day to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Let's just stop.
Claim
You know?
him just piss off.
Literally, we just like, we just won't say anything and just piss off while it's still walking.
I'm going to hop off. And I'm just going to start walking towards one of them.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, they're gonna...
If you will also...
The rest of the
Tough
circle is
walk.
gonna start going towards wherever you're walking. So you see the others start running because they're like, oh shit, we're getting attacked, so they start running towards you.
Do we tell Reginald to halt? Does
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Does anybody
no,
want
yeah.
to stay with Reginald, or are we all go?
He'll just hang out on
I
the
mean, I could
road.
de-summon him.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 6 werewolves in
He'll
a
also
circle
only
around
move for
Doric.
me, right?
He does only move for you.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
I just know that.
So, as they're within 20 feet of me, I'm going to cast a wall of fire around me in a 20-foot.
Oh, so you're gonna wait till they get really close.
Yep. And then I'm going to cast wall of fire.
So do you
and-
tell your buddies to stay back? Because you guys were all kind of like in a line. They were coming to follow you. Your party was following you. So Doric says stay back.
Yeah, before I jump off.
Okay.
Oh, because they don't know how the others died. Yeah, so you walk off, and they're getting closer and closer and closer to you. At one point, the one you're walking towards does end up right up
Yeah.
at your face, and
Actually, you know what? Never mind. It is 20. Never mind. Yeah, I'll do that.
just for the first one that you run into, it is going to try to attack you. I know
Yep.
your AC is really high. With multi-attack... Ooh, that's a... Does a 24 hit you for the bite?
Also, sorry. Quick question.
This isn't
'cause
going
it's-
well for Doric. I don't
'cause
think
it's-
this is what he planned.
Because it's been multiple days now.
Yes.
Oh, it has been? Okay.
Would I still
yeah.
have my temp HP from when I took out the last
No.
guys?
No.
Because temp HP is supposed to reset after a long rest, correct?
It's been 5 days. I'm sorry.
Okay, alright, sounds good. I'll just have to knock somebody out.
Okay, so the bite attack... I didn't hit... By the way, when you guys fought all 8 werewolves, Pantheo, I didn't hit you guys once.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
I
a mage
tried
missile.
so hard.
That was literally
Oh,
the
yeah.
beginning of the fight, wasn't
Someone got the wand of magic missiles.
I had the end of
You have a lot
my
of
like
magic
app
Yeah.
D&D
Yes.
session this last Sunday.
Got it.
Most of the spells were AoE because I was
One of
tired
us
of
has
missing
it
my fucking
because
layers.
I went around looting.
See.
Okay.
So I relate to that on a spiritual sense.
Someone write down the map. Who wants the wand of magic missiles?
I don't. If anything, I just picked it up and was like, "Who needs it?"
It honestly would be perfect for Clay though when you're nowhere near the enemies. You
I suppose I
Honestly,
don't
yeah.
have to be proficient with it, do I?
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose I
you
have.
should probably use that.
I'll
I'm
write it
sorry, I
down.
shouldn't have said that. As
No.
a DM, but
No, it's okay.
I think
stand
it
up.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
And you already have the
I
wand, so.
know nothing about wands.
about magic, yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna like scratch himself with it.
He's gonna blast.
Ooh, it's a
Uh,
great back
Doric, it's
scratcher.
4 points of damage,
Yep.
and I need you to do a con saving throw because you did get bit by a werewolf.
Oh my god, he just turned into a lycanthrope.
I'm fine with this.
I could use my portent.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Would you
Packed
though?
with a
'Cause you hate
devil
that other wolf.
and a lycanthrope. Like, what else can we throw at you?
I would
and-
honestly love to be a werewolf lion man.
Yeah, I mean, you can fail the throw.
Would
I
you-
can just
would-
change your dice to a 5.
But would you
Well-
want to? Because you hate that one wolf so
Would you like
much.
to be a Zomoka werewolf?
Here's the thing.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Here's the thing. Only Doric knows what I've been talking about this wolf to. Or talking to this wolf about.
Okay. However,
Right.
per D&D, if you willingly fail a save, you will become evil.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I rolled...
Aren't you already evil?
No.
You're getting there.
I rolled a 14.
You're good. But it does a multi-attack, so the scratch
Loser.
misses. Okay, so now that this one's been attacking you, you decide to hold your action for when the others are all in range. They're in range. All of a sudden, Doric throws up a huge wall of fire in a circle around him, hitting all 6 lycanthropes. What do I do?
So,
Dexterity saving throws.
so I'm sorry for asking this. I'm not trying to metagame. I just
That's fine.
don't know. So, I mean, does it really do me any good to have the Wand of Magic Missiles? Because I've got so much speed, I can get right up to the...
It's for when it's more than what you can run.
Yeah, or when there's situations where you don't want to move when.
If
Because
it's
it's-
more
'cause
than what you can run, then like, is that even in range for the magic missile?
Or if you can't see. That's because magic missile will always hit.
Yeah. It'll go around
Okay.
walls.
Okay. So then, I guess... Because Magic Missile doesn't fail, correct? Or,
No, it doesn't fail.
If
And
someone casts shield, though,
And you don't have to be proficient with it.
no.
Okay, alright, yeah. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, Clay's got magic now.
Just in case.
Yeah.
It's something good to hold on to. Just
Yep.
have an extra.
That's fine. I
other thing
don't...
under your
Or if something's flying.
I don't do...
That's a good call.
You kidding me? I'm like Sanji. I can skywalk.
The only one that could have possibly passed is a 15. Does a 15 pass?
No.
Okay.
20 points of fire damage.
Okay. They are all still up. They are going to come in closer and attack you, and
Well,
then...
I was gonna do it so they're on the outside of the wall.
Oh, okay, so they would have to walk through it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which none of them are going to do. They're all just going to back up on their turns.
Losers.
So that one is inside with me, though, that hit
Right,
me.
right, yes. Okay, so the one that's inside with you is going to try to bite you again. That's 18.
Hit.
Oh, I thought that would miss.
My AC is 18.
That's even
5
better.
points of bite damage, pierce damage, and another Constitution save, please. Sorry, the music's boring for this, but I just figured it would go fast because you're kind of KOing them. The others that are stuck on the outside of the
He
fire.
smiled. He rolled low.
8.
All of you on the outside of the fire ring, if you want to start long distance shooting at these guys, we'll just pick them off.
Clay just magic
So-
missile wand of magic missiles.
Okay.
Because he's like, ha
So if I cast Fireball, would that like go through the wall of fire?
Oh, yeah, that'd be fantastic, actually. You could probably hit 4 of them at a time.
And Doric.
Okay.
I can do it.
I'm gonna
Doric.
go ahead and cast Fireball then at the wall of fire. Let me check.
Absolutely, they have to roll dex saves.
They
Also,
do have to roll that save.
So, you are afflicted with
It's a-
lycanthropy,
It's a 20
but
foot
a
range.
greater restoration should take care of it at this, because it's like...
Early. I think it might even be a lesser restoration because it's a...
Okay.
Or no, it would be a cure curse. It's a curse, not a disease.
Ooh, okay.
I think I have remove curse. Do I?
I'd probably have access to it.
You probably have it. Yeah, I don't have it.
Okay, so as for the fireball, one of them got an 18, one of them got a nat 20, but the other 2 definitely failed.
Yeah, the 18s.
But they'll still take half damage, the others will. So,
So I need.
I would also be in there.
86.
So good.
I would roll a natural 20 to save.
so sorry for asking. We didn't roll initiative.
No.
no, we're just picking them off. If you've got something long range you want to do, do
Yeah,
you want to use
wand.
all 7 of your wand things?
Is the
6.
wand then
6.
gone forever?
No.
No.
No, wait,
So-
how does that work?
So when you...
I thought once you use the charges of the wand, it's just broken.
No.
Sorry, I'll have to give
when
it...
you use all of the charges of a wand, you roll a d20, and on a 1, it breaks. There's a 5% chance that the wand breaks.
So just do 6. And
What?
You're gonna roll 6 d4s for me.
I always had this misunderstanding with wands that it was whenever
I got
you used
30
all
damage.
charges, it was just
I'm sorry, how much?
30
They
damage.
regain charges too.
Okay.
How long
The
does it take?
2 that succeeded are obviously still up. The 2 that didn't
Depending.
succeed
Some of them are
look
gone.
rough.
Okay.
They are just covered in fire. They're rolling on the ground trying to put themselves out, and they look like they want to run as soon as they get a chance.
Clay's gonna
30.
shoot him.
15 half.
Yeah, 15 on half.
And then I am also resistant to fire, so
Seven.
half of that.
7. Yeah.
So I've never messed with Eldritch Blasts.
Just
Or a
roll.
magic missile.
Just roll 64s.
I can pull up
64.
the spell explanation for you if you need it.
64.
I'm trying to find the item to give you as well.
Sorry,
No, don't be sorry. Okay.
So,
last time I played magic stuff was a Twilight Cleric.
what level magic missile is it? For this?
6.
Okay.
That's a heavy spell. Holy shit. Alright, 64s?
Yep, plus 6.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Plus 1 for every d4.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's apparently plus
Kentheo,
one
did
for
you want to do something long distance?
I'll just 100 mark one of
gosh.
them and then just shoot. with a fucking bow
Oh my
and arrow.
gosh.
Okay, roll hit.
Why did I do that? Now I messed up the others.
It's fine. Just
Okay, 9 and then plus 6.
yes.
So 15.
Oh, I don't have a bow and arrow. I'm thinking of fucking.
Can I
other
send
guy.
them all to one person?
You
Because
can
I
send them
choose.
to multiple.
You can send them to one person or multiple. You just split off each die is like a missile. So you're sending 6 missiles,
Okay.
and each missile does 1d4 plus
If-
1.
I changed my mind. I'm gonna do mold earth and just make them fall into the ground.
Oh, that's fun.
One of the super weakened ones or one of the ones that still looks good?
One of the one that looks good. Just
Okay.
like get in the ground. just like
I'll
in the hole.
smack the weakened ones with
3 each. They
3 each.
both go down with that force damage. You got 2 of them down unconscious. We got 1 in a hole. We've got 1 that looks half bad. We got 1 that looks okay, and 1 that's right up against Doric's face.
Okay. Alright.
Um, Okay, Doric, it is your turn.
I will drop wall of fire,
Okay.
and then
Whip clay through that.
I'm going to do my daunting roar.
Okay.
So you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
May I say, we all look good.
15 DC. Just the one,
Oh,
because it's within 10 feet of me.
fail.
It is now currently afraid of me for until the end of my next round. I'm going to then make a slash attack with my claws,
Okay.
which is not going to hit. 'cause
My
I rolled
elbow.
a-
My
that is
elbow
going
hit
to
him. He
be-
should get to reroll.
That'll be a 10 to hit. And not, yeah,
Not enough.
didn't think so.
That was roll interference.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. So all of them, now that they realize they're being attacked by you all long distance, at the Elven Forest Walker, they start trying to run off in different directions to hide into the woods, except for the one that's stuck in the hole, who spends all of his movement climbing out of it.
How far away is it?
You all are about 100 feet away from what you're fighting.
Just wrong.
Yeah, but then I can't smack.
With each of them running off in
I can
random
almost
directions
strike. No, it's not
at,
striking.
60 feet, except for one of them. Doric, you get attack of opportunity at the one in front of you.
Okay.
Got it! One of magic missiles.
Haha, let's go.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Very nice.
Thank you. Another
That is
card to
going
add to my
be,
pile.
17 to hit.
Hits.
That is going to be a D4 for my claws, and an extra D8 because of my forge ability
Okay.
of fire damage.
With your gold claws?
That's a total of.
Daily at dawn. Okay.
That's going to be 8 points of damage to this man.
I'm just thinking about how much it took originally. That one is still up. So he continues running. He runs the 60 feet. Now it's all of your turn. There are a couple of them that seem to be out of range at 160 feet. There are a couple of them that seem to be about 120, 130 as they went off in random directions. And one of them is in a hole at 100 feet away.
Clay goes the 100 feet.
Do you want a magic missile, the one in the hole?
It doesn't have.
Alright.
Oh, you don't
Yeah,
have any more charges?
Yep.
Anything else you guys want to do? You want to let them go? You want to chase them down? Run off in different directions? We can totally put
Clay
up.
forgets how magic works and he throws the wand.
The one in the hole.
Hey, it's a good try, bud. It's a good
not
try.
damage at all, right?
That one is
Thank
about
you.
half.
I'm new to magic.
More than
I've always
half.
just roughhoused. All the way up until the weird magic-y spiritual thing happened where I punched somebody and then
Yeah, okay. I'll polymorph him, so he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Oh god, 11.
how about a 2?
He is now a frog.
Okay. Back in the hole.
Back in the hole. Back in the hole.
I'm gonna try and collect the frog.
Ooh, okay, you've got a frog in a jar. The other werewolves all run off in random directions.
Oh yeah. Pantheo, anything?
Pantheo is going to look at one of them, which is the best looking one.
In terms of what?
Right.
Just
Like HP.
the one that
Yeah.
ran off the farthest away at 160 feet.
I'm gonna earthbind them.
Ooh, very good. Okay.
Doesn't that only stop them from flying?
Oh, hold on. You know what? That's a great question, Josh.
Because I think I've looked at this spell and thought, oh, that sounds fun, and then it's just kind of shit.
You're right. It is shit.
Oh, sorry.
It's the shit.
That's
No,
not great.
it's not.
No, that's not great at all. I'm gonna do spike growth in the middle of them, so every time they move, they take damage.
Okay, that
Yeah.
one took the least amount, but how much damage does it do each time?
2d4 every 5 feet,
Oh.
That's fantastic. That actually might.
and it's a 20-foot radius.
So a minimum of 5, 10, 15, 20, 4, so 8 d4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Holy
it's
shit! This guy. Okay, he's not down, but he is.
bloody.
It's bad. I mean,
Also, isn't it difficult terrain?
Yeah, I believe it is.
So actually, he'd only move 15.
Where is this guy?
well, he's using
Yeah,
a
it's,
dash.
it's
Oh,
difficult
yeah.
terrain, and then yeah, it's 2d4.
But by
for
the
five
time he
feet.
gets out of it, I mean, he's limping. I would argue.
I can catch up to him
He,
because I
Yeah, he's
difficult
not doing
terrain doesn't
great.
bother
But
me.
there's a few others.
yeah, so basically, you can decide if you want to run after one.
They also have to do a perception check to see if they can tell if it's hazardous.
Oh. Well, he did not. He was. I'm gonna say.
I'm just saying, like the other creatures, if they're running towards it.
Oh. Well, he used his action to dash, so he wouldn't have done the perception. So. But,
Dummy.
but any of the yeah. Okay. So the question is, are you chasing one?
I mean, we already have the one that's captured, and
Right.
they're all running away.
The only point in chasing him at this point is to beat him into the ground. I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're all gonna go back. They're gonna try to go to the Zomoka, and they know Zomoka.
I will shoot a
Yeah,
guiding
Zomoka.
bolt at one.
Okay.
Whoever's now looking the most healthy. Probably the one that...
Ran away from you.
Yeah. And I am going to cast that at 5th level.
Ooh.
Let go.
What are you casting again?
Guiding bolt.
Gotcha. Okay.
That,
level spell.
that is going to be
Sorry, I just been waiting to
a
feel good.
17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. So it's
30 d6s.
Hmm?
And a d8 with a cherry on top. Roll.
that's gonna be 8d6.
All ones can be re-rolled.
8d6. Wow.
Wow.
That's
I mean,
Yeah,
You
well,
straight
because
up
if you got all
murdered.
ones, he would be fine. So
you called my bluff.
I've never seen you do that before.
I'm also not wearing glasses,
Oh.
so I was sick of the reflection on my glasses. You couldn't see my eyes or anything. So.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I don't wear mine for the
yeah,
camera.
I can't flip and wear contacts.
20 points of radiant damage.
That should be enough. Ooh. Yeah, that should be enough to bring him down. He's unconscious. You have 2 unconscious ones right now, I think.
Oh my gosh.
You're fine.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
It
I
was
want to
so
get
funny.
people's opinions because I'll
Oh
take
my
one of the
God.
bulbs out.
It seemed like normal to me.
Cool.
So
You're so funny. Okay, so we got 2 of them down. We got 1 in a jar. We got 3 running off in random
I was just
directions.
wondering why Jacob
At
was
this
saying
point,
cool.
their next movement
probably forgot about
is. I mean, they're up to 100 and.
I would have
Sorry.
also ran 30 feet towards them. Or
Okay.
35.
Okay, so you are trying to pin them all down. Do you want to yell for Clay to grab one of them too? Then.
Yeah, capture them.
Do it. Got it.
Okay.
On it.
So
How
I
did
trust
so hard.
one. I know you're gonna be able to get far enough
Mhm.
to catch up.
And difficult terrain, I don't think
I already
messes
know.
with me anymore.
These
'Cause
guys
I-
are so much lower than you in challenge rating. I know you're going to be able to handle this. So you have 5 knocked out ones, and you have 1 that's a frog in a jar.
Cool.
What do you do with the knocked out ones?
Knocked out. I loot.
Okay.
I go look and see.
you guys
what they
tying
got.
them up, or
Tie them up together.
So here's my question, because I haven't dealt with werewolves very much in Vienna. So like, if you have the silver currency, does that affect them? Like silver with
Probably.
wolves?
But I think it doesn't burn their skin. It's more, you have to silver a weapon.
right? Otherwise, it doesn't really do damage. They just
Okay.
heal from the damage.
So they're resistant to non-magical damage. But if you silver a weapon, it's the cheap way of getting a magical weapon.
Yeah.
Because it avoids magical
It's a
resistance.
plus
I mean,
0
I'm a
magic.
monk at this point, and leveled up. My
Yeah.
hands are magic, so.
Yep.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so You tie them up, you're looting them.
Yes.
One of them actually has a substantial amount of gold for someone who is low level. I would say 25 gold is
That's
really substantial.
That's a lot.
That's a lot for someone who would be like a level 1 or a level 2.
Alright.
Some of the others just seem to, they again, when they transform, they drop their clothes in their backpacks.
I literally put
behind.
it there.
A lot of them just have clothes
just-
and torches and candles.
I just looked at my notes from last session. I literally have a lot of magic spells.
So we've knocked out 5 of them. Clay is looting, and we have one that's a frog in a jar. We've
Also-
tied them up. What else are we doing?
Apparently, from the last episode or the last session, I have a lot of Zomoka drip / amulets.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And lots of rope.
We should use that.
Yes.
We can fabricate that.
Not the rope, the items.
The drip.
Yes. We could probably use it to sneak into places.
So substantial amount of gold. Okay, so I got 25.
So after playtime is done,
Record keeping.
yeah.
Why did I go off of memory? I should have just looked at my notes when we were doing the recap.
Let us just leave them
Oh, leave them tied up. Out in the woods or on the road?
on the side of the road. I am also lying.
He's lying?
Yeah.
I'd like to roll
does anyone
insight.
roll insight? Yeah.
Yes, Clay will roll insight.
Thalia, what's your plan for the one in the jar? Just keep it for a while?
I'm just gonna hold on to it for a while until such a time arises that we might need to talk to
Yeah.
a werewolf.
How long is
For a minute.
Oh, let's
I don't
go.
think so.
It is.
I
got
think
a-
True Bond is.
I got a 19 for insight.
What the fuck? God damn it.
You'll roll against his
Nerfed it.
deception.
Yes.
I also got
Yeah,
a
it's
I got a
just
19 for my
concentration up
insight.
to an hour.
I got an 18.
Like, I'm just so white.
No.
Sorry, what'd you say? What was the lie again?
He
We
was
should just
lying.
leave them.
Why are you lying?
How is that a lie?
Fine. I cast Wall of Fire around them.
I can hear his heart rate, and it's sped up.
You burn all the werewolves to death.
Yep.
Leaving a pile of bodies on the side of the road. For
Clay
someone
does
to
not
find.
condone this.
God, I thought wet dogs smelled bad.
Clay does not. He doesn't like this.
There's a reason why I did not look for your acceptance. Because I knew you would.
Clay's sad.
So the rest of the trip,
Clay's sad.
the rest of the trip to Waterdeep, Clay
But
is
they will
pretty
not.
quiet.
They're cold.
We've got the frog. We gotta do something with the frog.
Yeah.
Polymorph only lasts up to an hour.
You know what you should do? Leave it in the jar.
It's gonna break the jar.
Will it?
Are we doing
what
an
spells do you have?
Ant-Man Thanos
I've got quite a few.
thing here?
Is there a way that we can empower the jar and strengthen it?
Why you ask?
That's so nasty.
Hey, you have this 5-foot deep hole, correct?
5 foot wide.
Thalia, you want to throw your jar down there?
Yeah, I can. We can just bury it.
Okay. I'm gonna toss the jar. Hold on, I like this jar.
Okay, just empty it out.
I'm gonna empty the jar into the hole.
Oh,
Pantheo, could you please bury the frog?
This Doric, I'm kind of worried about you.
Wait, hold on. The frog-
However, you know what? I'm just gonna. We're just helping the frog hibernate. That's how I'm gonna justify this. Because frogs go underground to hibernate.
Haven't we
Fine.
met frog?
Fucking leave it, I don't care. I will get back on the forest walker.
We've left a witness.
Can you stay
Good cop, bad cop is someone that
Clay,
runs it.
hold up. Okay, guys. Is Doric okay? He went pretty aggro in there.
I don't know. Since
Yeah.
he changed his hair, he hasn't been the same.
Like, he changed his hair? Oh my god.
The fucking head snap.
I mean, it's clear it's very
frickin-
important
the
to
frickin'
him
just-
to kill all of these people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Since
I don't know. We shouldn't deny that. should
Since
we?
the different hairstyle.
I mean, like,
Doric's
they're
been
fucking,
sassy.
they're worshipping the god that the cult tortured us in. So it's like, I get it, but to a point, he wants us to bury a frog so that when the spell ends, he suffocates underground. Why not just kill him? Like, that would be nicer. I look at Doric as he's on the forest walker.
Personally, I think we should probably take the frog.
What, here with your 32 perception?
If I can see your lips, I know what you're saying.
I know that, so I don't. My back is to the forest walker. I just turn around and look at you.
So what we do is
Wait,
we
hold
take
on.
the frog.
What languages do you know, Pantheon?
Give me a second. I think I know. I think I know Gnomish
Why do you know Gnomish?
Let's speak in Gnomish.
because I picked a funny language.
Let's speak in Gnomish, Pantheon. Because then even if Doric's reading our lips, he won't know.
He won't know.
He won't
But
know.
then Thalia won't know.
I won't know.
Thalia, what language do you speak?
I speak Sylvan, Elvish.
Cool, we'll speak Sylvan.
Okay, cool.
But then Theo doesn't know.
I'll
something.
speak Gnomish. He'll
I'll
speak
translate.
between-
I'll translate.
I saw a story about something similar like this. There was a Chinese guy who spoke German, but he couldn't understand it.
Yes!
But there was a businessman who was German who spoke Chinese
So
but
they were
didn't
speaking
understand
in each
it.
other's language. Yeah.
So I want you guys to know, am I okay to say this much at least? Like, am I okay to talk?
In a moment. I actually have to go to the bathroom, and this is a perfect time to end the episode.
Cool beans.
So you'll have your conversation when we get back. Thank you for joining us on Downstairs and Dragons.